Whoa, 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 whoa. That is one killer Act 1 climax. But let's back it up a second. Per one of my favorite movie quotes of all time, here's a theory for you to completely disregard, or not. The Act 1 climax within a traditional story structure, like all act climaxes, is an unexpected, often shocking event. The Act 1 climax serves as a point of no return for the protagonist. That character's life, as they know it, is over, and there is no going back. The protagonist has been permanently thrust into a new reality, and in some stories, they are even thrust into a whole new world. The Act 1 climax is an irreversible point of no return, and there is no going back to the way life was before. The Act 1 climax, which typically occurs 30% into a story, is when the story's central plot truly kicks off, and when the protagonist's journey truly begins, as that character begins actively pursuing a specific, focused desire. Prior to that, the story and characters were merely being established and set up by the writer. The Act 1 climax in Meet Joe Black is the catalyst for all the aforementioned. The protagonist is tragically hit and killed by a few cars. But how can the story go on if the protagonist is dead? Well, Meet Joe Black is a story about how death, also known as the Grim Reaper, desires and embarks upon a vacation to New York City in physical form to walk among and experience life among the living. But of course, death needs a body to do that. In Meet Joe Black, death gets that body during the Act 1 climax, and therefore, death is now in possession of the protagonist's body, hence becoming the protagonist and beginning the pursuit of his newly specific, focused desire. All this applies to a traditional story structure, which I am not necessarily advocating. I'm all for being experimental as well as seeking and using alternative story structures, whether you're a novelist or a screenwriter. All creative power to you. Blaze your own path to success. While I believe Meet Joe Black is a great Act 1 climax, and I like the movie overall, the movie has a very, very long, meandering middle, which is why I believe it received a mixed reaction from audiences. Regardless, Meet Joe Black holds a special place in my heart because of its great Act 1 climax, which young me loved so much as I was studying and learning the traditional story structure. This is Ed Diamante with Cold Rock Arts, author of the Slayer anthology Horror Saga. I am just a writer, striving to one day elevate my work to the level of art. Thank you for watching and joining me on my journey. I'll see you in the next video.